hello guys, I'm being casual. Enough with that, I'm weird. Okay, so I'm gonna be reviewing Dark Skies. I don't even understand. Okay, so it's about, I'm just gonna tell you about it, and I'm gonna explain why it's stupid, like I normally do. It's about how this family, like, lives in this house, and it's a good life and everything. The oldest kid has a younger, like, he's a boy, his name is Jesse, he has a younger brother, I don't remember what his name, because he wasn't, I didn't care about him. And then there was a mom and dad, but the older boy, Jesse, had this really weird, perverted friend that was, like, 3 or 6 years older than him.
Oh, I thought you meant 3 years old. I was like...
No, and so he would hang out with him all the time and everything, and all these weird stuff. Like, he was, like, the boys would have walkie-talkies in between their room, like, sort of have between the rooms, so they can talk and everything while they're about to go to bed, and Jesse would read his little brother bedtime stories. Scary, but the little boy can handle it, because they're not that scary. One day, he told him about the Sandman, which I know it sounds like the guy who leaves sand in your eyes, or whatever we call that, but no, this is actually a different Sandman.
Trying to change it up.
Yeah. Sorry about my camera, man. Yeah. That's her. So he tells him about the Sandman, like how he takes to the boys and everything, and how all that, and how they take the boys' eyes and everything. I know it sounds really weird, but and everything, but that's how it works. And so he's telling about, he was like, the little boy was like wondering, like, if the Sandman comes and gets me, if the Sandman comes, is he gonna get me? And Jesse was like, no, this is actually pretty important. A lot of people don't notice this, so they get confused, but I noticed it. The Sandman's not gonna take you because you're too young. He'll probably take me. So, and that's a big part in the story. You'll learn why later. So the things keep happening. Weird things are happening. Like, Jesse gets possessed, there's birds flying out their windows, like thousands of them at once. Happened to Teen Wolf too. I found that really weird and stupid, but that's my opinion anyway. And so all that happens and everything. He goes to the doctor after Jesse has, like, his spasm or whatever, stroke, I believe it was, and he has, like, you know the brands that you put on cows? Well, he had those bunch all over him. But they were, like, an alien symbol. So, like, the family was like, I'm gonna have to call child services. Like, the doctor's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to call child services because he's so young and everything. And they were like, I'm gonna lose my son. And
Sucks
like,
to suck.
But I understand, I'll explain later about that. And then he was like, Jesse says that he has an older friend, about 17, and Jesse's like 13, just by the way, so that helps. That's like 17. Do you know what kind of stuff they're into? And the dad goes berserk and goes home, finds the kid's house, and just starts beating the crap out of 17-year-old. And technically he's a minor, so he can get in a lot of trouble for that. So yeah, not the best idea in this part. But then they find out that, like, the mother's all worried, like, I've read stories about them. They're aliens. They're aliens. And my son's having nightmares because I have left something out earlier too. This is a really stupid part, how, like, the mom has, like, a nightmare and she walks into her son's room and there's, like, the Gray. They call him the Gray.
There's a movie called The Gray.
Yeah, I know. It's actually sorry, I hear something in the background. My bad. And they're called the Gray, and whether they're aliens and all that. And so mother has a nightmare about him, how he's standing over his bed. And actually, no, this part wasn't a nightmare. He's standing over his bed. She looks over. Her son's gone. She looks out the window. Her son's outside. Happened also in Sinister, which I'll probably review that later on.
What are you doing?
I keep hearing stuff behind me. This is probably going to be a video by itself, so yeah. And all this crazy stuff happens. The mom goes berserk and, like, runs up to a window and starts smashing her head on it. Really stupid.
And
the reason why this is stupid, the ending was so stupid. Like, the kids, like they were all trying to escape the board of the house, but the aliens got in anyway, because, you know, they're freaking aliens. And they get all locked up, they're all sitting in the room, and they look over, there's like 3 of them, there's like 10 of them actually in the room, and they, what is behind me? There's like 10. Probably right. It's really annoying. like, and so they start, like, they're all around him, and, like, the people are going crazy, and Jesse wakes up, and he's, like, Jesse, like, gets up, and he's in the bedroom where they were all hiding, but no one's there, and, like, she walks out, and the dad's sitting in the kitchen that's, like, right outside the bedroom, which wasn't originally there, like, wasn't originally outside the bedroom, so really they messed up right there. He looks right there, and the dad, there's a bullet hole in his mom's chest, and the dad's holding a gun, like, pounding on the ground. He was like, "You're right, I did mess up everything." And then Jesse just keeps walking, like, "Okay, psychopath." And he's looking for his little brother, because his little brother is the only sane one left, and he cares a lot by his little brother, because he doesn't want anything to happen to him. He looks over, and his little brother's, like, crouched on the ground after finding him several places, and his little brother running away. He's, like, crouched on the ground like this, looking the other way, and Jesse's all, like, trying to get him. And then all of a sudden you hear his mom's voice call, "Jesse!" And his dad's voice, "Jesse!" And his little brother's voice, "Jesse!" And he turns around, his little brother and his whole entire family's right behind him. And this is the part of the ending that makes it so stupid, because he turns around and they're all there, and then he looks at the aliens, and they're only in front of him, and you wanna know what? He stares at them. Stares at them and stays exactly the same place. Just stares at them, like... And then it looks like I don't know. And then he looks like he like, explodes. Like white beams out of his chest, and, like, all of a sudden he disappears, and, like, but Jesse had the walkie-talkie on him, which isn't, I also found stupid, because after they moved out of that place, all of a sudden they're packing up all their stuff, unpacking or whatever, I don't know, and all of a sudden you hear little brother's walkie-talkie go off, and it's like, "Help, help, help," and, like, it's really stupid, because, like, okay, first of all, if you're in a whole other universe, your walkie-talkie's not going to work. So, that was Dark Skies, stupid and not a good time. So, yeah.